War of the Visions. It is a dying game. I've already made a video about it, but I had to make another one. And let's get into why. So I got this comment on my video. Let's read it. Please don't talk about a game you clearly don't even play. If all you ever do is log in when there's a collab for a unit you want, you're gonna have a hard time. Seriously. Clearing the story for Viz can be done with basic low-level characters. While most of the free Viz comes from daily logins, completing daily tasks, 5 to 10 minutes, doing basic PvP, and guild tasks, battles, another 5 to 10 minutes, and finally, clearing hard and limited content, which apparently you don't do at all. You honestly lost me the moment you called low rarity units pointless, but I still suffered through this horrible video. Once again, there is Viz producing content that requires MR and lower units, and costs limited events. Also, with EX and Transcendence, lower cost units can be on par with UR units. You're playing a tactics game. Bravery and faith and resonance are all very important mechanics. It's what makes my characters different from yours. Like, are you kidding me? No wonder you don't enjoy the game. UR units are totally trash, because you don't care. Your buddy. ROFL. Buy Gill Snappers and EXP cubes? Are you joking? If you logged in like you should have more than you need. I have 9 million gills sitting and over 10k XL cubes. You pulled a Dark Esper and still whining? Don't even know when you get an Esper that shows how little you play the game. Why would you even make this video beside to look like a joke? You're even complaining about the free tickets they give you to help level units, which is basically what your entire video is complaining about. You're again, buddy. Sorry, man, but sad. Can't believe I watched this entire video. Oh my god. Just delete it, man, because damn, you have no idea what you are talking about. Hey, you got it right that time. If you'd have played from the beginning, you'd realize how far this game has come. Instead, you just came here to complain. This comment's way too long, but so is your video trashing your game you don't play. Okay, so here's a perfect example of why War of the Visions is a dying game. It's because of morons like Tony Brandt here, who don't understand that the game is catering to the people that have played since day one. And people like him have this entitled fucking attitude. Like, everybody that's gone through every piece of shitty content and every shitty mechanic in the game should have to do that indefinitely for the rest of time. That's why new players don't want to play this game, and it's a niche piece of fucking shit. In fact, I just watched, I believe it was RNJ, or maybe it wasn't RNJ, but it was another creator in the community, so correct me if I'm wrong, but who was speaking about bravery and faith being useless at this point in the game, and resonance. And they're a pretty well-established creator in this community, and they play all the time. So that's interesting. That you think that people should have to deal with those shitty mechanics when they first come into the game. That as new players should come into this game and have to deal with a bunch of shitty mechanics that make no sense, that are just a waste of fucking time. That is stupid. And the point of me making this video was to give feedback from somebody who doesn't play often, and why I don't like to play often, or from a newer player perspective. Why people come into this game, they see all this shit, and they say, no, I don't feel like dealing with this. Now, as to address a couple other things in your complaint here, I cleared 90% of the fucking content. Now, if you did actually watch my entire video and you comprehended the things I was saying, I said that I had to clear the entire story. I had to do a majority of the selection quests. I had to do a bunch of events. I had to do 90 to 95% of the content in the game to get the Viz to pity the unit. And I have had to do that each and every time I come back to the game. And each and every time I come back to the game and do that, it takes the wind out of my sails, and I do not want to continue to play the game. You understand? This is crucial feedback, not for you, Tony Brandt, you fucking idiot. It's for the developers. Because their game is obviously niche and dying. It's so bad that they have to take the global community, which they should rightfully just be closing down this server, but instead they're giving you guys, morons like you, that have simped for this game for no reason, that more than likely are paying that $1 a day for some fucking stupid reason, because you need those shards and materials, like the sick fuck that you are. This game's dying. It should be dead, but instead they're mashing it into the JP version. You should be thankful for that. You should be thankful for people that are trying to give them feedback that could hopefully make the game better. Now, maybe my feedback delivery system isn't the best because my candor is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit out there. I'm not for everybody, and I get that. I'm definitely not for you. And yeah, you know what? War of the Visions is not for me. I do not play it all the time. I don't want to play it all the time. It's not fun. There's way too much shit to do. And again, in my video, you're saying that I said the lower units are useless, and you're saying they're up to par as UR units. Even when transcended, they're not up to par. Sure, their stats get pretty high, but no, when compared to transcended UR units, no, they're still trash. And the mountainous climb that you have to go through to even get these lower units transcended and built and whatnot, and the amount of materials that they share with UR units that you have to waste to get them there, it's bullshit. Even to have to do that for selection quests. It fucking sucks. It's stupid. That just because someone like you had to deal with it and you think it's good design, do you think your game has a dying minimalistic community because it's fun? No, the game is shit, man. Just face it. I'm sorry you're a diehard fan and you're in love with this game, but there's a ton about it that needs work. I don't even think I need to get into more specifics about the stuff you're complaining about, because your complaints in majority just showed that you weren't actually listening to the feedback that I was trying to provide. So, fuck you, Tony Brandt. And good riddance, War of the Visions. I don't care if this game lives or dies. In all honesty, it's old. It's a predatory mobile gacha without a PC version. It's a piece of shit. Who cares? You know what? Maybe I will delete the video, because maybe the developers don't need to see how to make this game better. Maybe they don't deserve to make the game better. Maybe it deserves to die the horrible death that it should. No, I'm being a little extreme. In all honesty, though, I wish War of the Visions the best. I think it has some good qualities, but they need to tone down the excessive mechanics for new players. Like, straight up. They need to make it welcoming. They need to improve the quality of life to bring in a wider audience. Otherwise, they're going to waste money on collabs like this Addison Rae shit, and it's not going to pop off. They're not going to retain players. And again, I watched a couple videos from actual creators in the War of the Vision community that expressed some complaints about player retention, and some of these mechanics needed to be toned down as well. So, yeah, this guy's just an idiot. Hopefully not everybody in the community is like this. There's actually people that care to see War of the Visions improve and succeed. But like I said, at the end of the day, I don't care. It's like it's like a 3-year-old game, a 3-year-old mobile gacha. There's so many other games to play that are better.